Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
On the set. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Ready. Trap the 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Warriors 70.
Back to throw here. got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll complete this one to Okakwo. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
73.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, smash Bronco! Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
2nd and 11. Oh, and that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, they couldn't hang on to the pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Buffalo 18. 18 Rattle, 18 Rattle.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
On the ready. Big Lion. Ready.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now it's 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and they go with Swift again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
But first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Hey, easy, 63, pass. Hey. Crowd up, get it.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception.
Come on.
And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
High in. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Attention time there critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ready.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Back row 80. Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Crashing 18.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. This one caught by Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80.
It's caught right side by Daniels. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Don't touch that.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, he has a clock roll.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
This is Swift on the counter. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
They go play action with Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
from back at their own 10-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
second down. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now Hurts changing up the play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
73. Hey! Going silver, ready? No touch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Hey, let's go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
Crowd left, Yanni. $63. Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left, Yanni.
They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Daniels. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
19 Lions.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
And Hurts going to move him around. Now back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hit, hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They go play action here on first down. Going for it all. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. There. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now Moody for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Niners 27, Eagles 7.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Tiger Hornet. 73. 73.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Hey, Silver.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
McCaffrey following the penalty.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Cougar 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
That's taken in by Okonkwo. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's good. For the Eagles.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminded me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And the 49ers first down.
Sixty Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors, 70.
They'll look to throw here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Baron Browning.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Ready.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 67 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Come on.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got Ayuk once again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Let's go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Ready up. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Tag. Buffalo 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Let go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's DJ Turner who's got it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.